morning. Hello everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 23rd of July. Now I've got Penny here. I'm babysitting her for the week, as you've probably seen in some of my other videos. So if you are new to my channel, I talk a lot about the awakening process as well as the current global energy. So stay watching and we'll just see what comes up. Now they're giving me pictures of, I talk on here a lot about cattle and I refer to people who are waking up as cattle. So it's like government tries to herd people, but now I'm getting that we've all been tagged. And I talked yesterday about sort of the Hunger Games in my video and how we're being put into like districts. Well, now we're sort of being tagged. And if you think of a cattle or a cow getting its ear clipped with a tag, it's putting you into categories. So I'm definitely getting that we're sort of being labeled. And this is, of course, if you think about it, how they get information to you. It's like if, for example, we talk here about the voting process. If they're wanting to change your viewpoints, they'll start to funnel and sort of churn things into your feeds that can help to change your subconscious mind. So we know how this is working, but this is getting really zeroed in on now. So they're starting to really target groups now and try to change people's way of thinking. They're very clever and they're very manipulative. This used to happen many years ago. I remember in like the 60s and 70s, a law came out about stopping subliminal messages in media ads and advertising. I don't know if any of you recall that. They used to have little words written into, like, there'd be a picture of ice cubes in a drink, for example, might have been like a Scotch advertisement, and they would have subliminal words and messages written in. And, you know, even cigarette ads, there'd be subliminal messages, or we know, like, visually, they always have used, like, opening champagne bottles and all this sort of stuff. But now I'm getting these, they're really working on their subliminal mind again. Like, that got taken out. That became against the law to do that back then, but well, we know those laws aren't around anymore. So I'm getting this subliminal messages. They're really feeding. And I think you guys have probably noticed that too. Sometimes I get ads on my Facebook feed, even on YouTube, and you think, what's that about? Is that about, and it'll be something to do with the CV virus or something, but then it's something else, but there's this visual of different things, and it you have to kind of look to think what's that actually advertising. So there's a lot of this subliminal, and I talk about it all the time, the words and the little reset phrases, but I believe there's going to be a lot of this subliminal stuff happening. And we know that happened with the mass psychosis in the very beginning of this pandemic, that whatever they did, they repeated it, and it sort of did that brainwashing hypnotic effect. So I'm definitely getting that there's more of this coming, this subliminal kind of messages that's going to start to happen. We might not even see them. Even as people who are fairly aware here on my channel, we probably won't even be aware of them. But for some reason, it's almost like our vibration's different, that we don't get affected by these things. It's very strange, I know, and sometimes I don't even know how that works either. But it's almost like it doesn't have impact on us. So they can sort of feed us whatever they want, because we know it's pretty much not going to change our minds, because we are, like I said yesterday, the defiant ones who do our own research and figure things out for ourselves. I'll see what else we get today. Gosh, I just keep getting it, that housing crisis. It's going to become huge. It really is. It's going to become a really big issue. People are getting really scared, and this is the people waking up. We knew this was coming, so we're actually not too perturbed really by it, but these people waking up are getting really scared and like really frightened now, because this is all unfolding, and it's unfolding too quickly and too fast that they can't, it's like they can't get a grip. It's that they're showing me someone like running on a treadmill, and the treadmill just keeps speeding up and going faster and faster. And if anyone's been on a treadmill and they've experienced that, when it gets too fast, you fly off the end. It's very hard to, unless you're holding on really tight and your legs are going really fast to keep up, you're going to fly off the end. And get very battered and bruised and fall to the ground. And that's what I'm getting for the housing industry. That's coming for a lot of people. They're going to just, things are speeding up too fast that they're going to like slip off the treadmill. And it's not good. They're going to sort of hit that rock bottom, which we knew was government's plan all along, to get people to hit rock bottom. I'll just see where else we go today. Now, I'm getting that being defiant is a good thing because it allows us to be that independent thinkers. Now, since the beginning of this started, probably 3 years ago, we've always, most of you on my channel, we've had people jump on here along the way as well because you're becoming an independent thinker too. It allows you to bring your vibration up so you can navigate the future. So when you're defiant and you push against things, it does this. I've talked about it before. It does this repelling. It's like magnetic. And you repel government. So government moves further away from you. They stop attacking you because defiance is like repelling. It's that bouncing of the magnets. It pushes government away and they can't get to you. That's why someone like David Icke often talks about when you're vibrating and your thoughts are on something else, people can't get to you because you're not on that same vibrational wavelength. We talk about the synchronicities and science here a lot. So we're sort of out of their range. And that's, again, getting back to the Maverick. I talked about Top Gun the other week and being Maverick who flies out of the radar zone and he can't be seen. He's not seen on the radar. So I definitely talk about that defiance is a good thing because it gets us out of government's radar. And that's where we're at the moment. We're out of the radar, which is great. Hang on a sec. People, they're waking up. People are getting more cunning. They're starting to see the bigger picture of all this. They're showing me like, they can feel, these are the people waking up, they can feel that from government. They're getting these messages about turn right, no, turn left. No, turn right again. No, turn left again. They can feel that they're not being led on a straight path, if that makes sense. It's like someone who's trying to navigate you in the car. A lot of husbands would say their wives are very bad at navigating. But now we've got sat-nav, so we've all been saved from that. But the government's kind of saying turn right, turn left, turn right, turn left. They're not. People now are aware that they're not being led on a straight path. This is not becoming a clear vision of where they're heading, and that's probably what I'm saying. These people who are waking up now feel like they're in the fog, they're in the dark, and they're only seeing like a couple of meters in front of them. It's like when you've got that very thick pea soup fog and you have to have your fog lights on and you can only just see in front of you. That's what I'm getting for the people waking up. And they could easily get lost at any turn because government keeps telling them to go left, go right, go left, go right. And they're trying to follow their own path, but it's very hard and it's very difficult for these people waking up because it's still a blur. Now, you've got to remember that we know about the reset. If you're on my channel, we all know what's coming. We get it. We can see it very clearly, but these people, as much as the veils have lifted and they've thrown their rose-coloured glasses off, they're still in a blur. They're still driving in a fog. So that's what I'm getting today for these people waking up. They're still trying to push forward on their own path, but government keeps trying to get them to veer off, and we know they're good at doing that. Gosh helps when these subliminal messages start coming out. Let's hope that a lot of them don't just get stuck following government's navigation because it's going to lead them down the garden path, isn't it? Oh my gosh. I'll just see if there's anything else today. Yep, it's coming. Tyranny is absolutely on the rise. Now, we were talking yesterday, someone was talking here about Sri Lanka and how, you know, we were all excited because we knew that Sri Lanka stood up, and it was just, oh, it was so great, wasn't it, when they stormed their parliamentary leaders' houses. We were all having a giggle here, but now they've sworn somebody else in, and we do have to question what's going on there because someone was saying now they're being QR coded again, and there's a lot of this going on. So sometimes these things, they still try and push back against the people and it's that subtle way again. It's that subliminal messages again. We'll have to keep an eye on Sri Lanka and what's currently sort of evolving there, because it's going to be really interesting to see where that ends up heading, because it's like the parliament is taking control back and they're going to try and control everything again, and we know what that is. That's tyranny. So I'm definitely getting that. Like you said, someone said it out there on my channel about Sri Lanka. So we'll keep an eye on Sri Lanka, because there's still tyranny is on the rise. We know it is. Gosh, it is everywhere else. They're pretty good at hiding it here in Australia, I have to say. Like, they're implementing things, but it doesn't come across as real dictatorship. They're very, very subtle in the way that they're doing it, all the premiers, and it's such a joke, isn't it? But they're very, very clever, these people running the show. I'll just see if there's any closing messages today. God, I'm getting that Britain's going to stand up. I feel like Britain's going to stand up. This could be about pay rises. We did talk about that yesterday with all the changes going on in Parliament over there. But I do feel like you might get a lot of people rising up in Britain. And I don't think this is just about like nurses and the people who are struggling with their lack of staff and things like that and wanting pay rises. This to me is going to be about everything. It's going to be about groceries. It's going to be the unfairness, the fuel costs, the way they're pushing things onto people. I feel like Britain, you might make a stance soon. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see you guys really rise up. Yeah, I'm just getting that. I'm getting Britain. Rule Britannia is what the guides are saying. Rule Britannia. I don't know if that means anything to you guys over there, but the guides just said Rule Britannia. Maybe you're going to start making a difference. Wouldn't that be great? I'll just see if there's any closing messages today. God, I'm getting be ready. And this is pretty much in Britain, but this could be globally too. They're saying get ready for the cannons to come out. And when you think of cannons like coming out of a ship or cannons rolling up, it's the start of a big fight or a war, or that's the image that the guides are giving me today. The cannons are coming out, and this would be to me not by government really. This is around the people fighting back. The cannons are getting prepared and they're ready to fight. So yeah, I'm getting it. They're just showing me cannons coming out of the sides of ships. They're showing me cannons being rolled up on the hills. And it feels like these are the people waking up, and the people that are wanting to fight back against government. They're wanting to make a big impact because they're sick of this. People are sick of this. I keep saying people are sick of it. And so I'm getting the cannons, like they want to blow up government. Oh, we wish we could blow up government. We've wished that for a few years now. But this is what I'm getting, because people feel like if they, and this is not literally, people feel like if they can knock government over, that they can get more stability back in their life. And it's funny because I talked a while ago about the people waking up with like 10 pins in a bowling alley. And that's the image they're showing me now, is that ball, which you think of the cannonball, it's like a bowling ball coming towards government and knocking over the skittles. So it's like, but it's now reversed. It's like the people waking up are wanting to bowl that ball or cannonball and knock government over. And just take them to the ground because they don't like what's being thrown at them. And that's what I'm definitely getting today. It's that reversal of the bowling. The people waking up want to bowl that ball, that cannonball, and have a strike. Knock all of these government leaders out. Let's line them up. I could just see like Klaus Schwab's on the first one, and then all the other leaders, Trudeau, Macron, Jacinda Ardern, Albanese, everybody. Oh my God. Trudeau, he'd have to be in the second row of the Skittles. I'm getting that image today. That's what these people waking up are wanting to do. Not us. We're in the bowling alley as well, but we're over there at the snack bar having some snacks and a drink and watching it all from the sidelines and just checking out the scoreboard, and we're just chilling again. Martin, you're good at chilling over there, I know. But that's us at the bowling alley. We're just watching all this from afar still, and this is the people waking up. They really want to try and knock their government back over. It's going to be interesting to see how they're going to do that, because we know it's a challenge. I'll see if there's anything to close with today. Oh, the guides are funny, aren't they? They're saying, like, it's strikes. No, getting back to the bowling, they're saying this is strikes. And they're saying even in Britain, that could be what this is about. Big strikes. And you think about it, when you start getting strikes, we had electrical strikes here. Yes, we've had everything here in Australia. Nurses, doctors, you name it. All the health professionals and everybody else. Buses, trains, we've had the lot. Strikes have a big impact on government because it's a big pushback to government. And that's getting back to the bowling analogy. When people have a strike, it knocks government over. Oh, that's brilliant, isn't it? It knocks government over because they have to start changing their policies. They have to implement either pay rises. They have to deal with the unions. So government gets knocked over. It's not all rolling out to perfection. They can get knocked over by the little people, which is the people waking up now. And that's what I'm getting. They can often do it through strikes. Interesting, isn't it? All right, well, I'm going to leave you with that today. We're going to go hang out at the bowling alley and watch these people striking, pulling off some strikes at the government. Oh my God, there's an image, isn't it? Oh my gosh. So take care, everybody. Have a wonderful day. I'll leave you on that light note today so we can have a bit of a laugh rather than me in tears like I was the other day. I'll say goodbye from Penny. Say bye, Penny. Bye, everyone. Oh, she's a real little cutie. I do enjoy having her. She's fun. We're going to go for a walk soon. And I'll say goodbye from Australia. Don't forget to hit the bell notification and subscribe to my channel, of course. Sorry, guys. And hit the like buttons because that helps me a lot. And I'll say goodbye from me and Penny, and we'll say goodbye from Australia. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.